Guys, what's up? It's Joe Ready from Rady's Rise. We're back here at Jacobs Mitsubishi in Wesley Chapel, and guess what? I have that one bad boy from Jeep. It's this vehicle right here. This is it. This is a Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. But before we get into this supercharged V8 powered all-wheel drive Jeep, let's talk about what's going on here. So the bad boys over at Mopar, they did it. And they did it from 2018 to 2022. They made a supercharged HEMI V8 version of the Grand Cherokee. Now, what's sad is when they went to the new generation, they did a great redesign, new look, new interior. For whatever reason, the Hellcat supercharged V8 didn't make it into that new generation. Thankfully, we've been able to track down this one, no pun intended, track down this one here at Jacobs Mitsubishi because they are becoming harder and harder to find. Now, yes, you can go get yourself a new Durango Hellcat still. They got the upcoming Hellcat jailbreak version of the Durango. But is there just something extra special about the Trackhawk? And should you not only get one, but should Jeep bring it back? Why don't we go ahead? Let's dive into this SRT edition Trackhawk and see if we can find out. Right off the bat, I love this generation of the Grand Cherokee. It just had really bold but clean style. It wasn't too rounded. It wasn't too hard edged. It really came together. Now, the front of the business, you're gonna get LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, which are also your turn signals. Working your way down that white knuckle color paint job coming down to functional corner air intakes. And then you'll notice how the lower splitter is built into that corner area. Nice flared fender look with area to hide those wider wheels and tires. But it just has a nice balance of, I'm a Jeep Grand Cherokee, but I'm also a badass. Now, as we come across the iconic 7-slotted grille, every Jeep has it. I like the gunmetal gray inserts. You have your functional mail slot in the center, and then you got a little bit of gloss black, and then the rest flat black on the lower grille, fully functional. And then you have that double splitter. You have the body color, and then you have the gloss black. But let me know what you think about the face of this. I still think in the year 2025, it still looks fresh, and it still looks killer. Now, as we rise up, Trackhawk specific hood. You got your bulge, so put away the socks, and you got your functional heat extractors, and I just love the way they're sculpted into the hood. Form and function coming together in such a harmonious balance. And it just has that stormtrooper, I'm gonna rip your head off type of thing. Gonna rip Luke Skywalker's head off. His father cut his hand off. This is gonna rip his head off. Now, as we come around the bend, what are we working with wheel and tire? You're gonna get these specific V-spoke wheels, nice gloss black 20-inch wheel. Tires are $295 on the width, 45 series sidewall, Twinkie yellow 6-piston Brembo calipers, 2-piece rotors, over 15 inches in diameter. That's the size of probably the pizza you ate last night from Domino's. Don't deny it. And then this particular one has been lowered on some performance springs. That's what gives it that perfect stance. And you'll also notice that trapezoidal design of the opening of the fender. That's a Jeep trademark of design. But let me know what you think about the wheel style, the Twinkie yellow Brembos, and that nice flared fender. Everything body color. Now, coming down the side, you do have body color on your mirror caps, LED turn signals, gloss black around the window frame openings. I am gonna have to zonk the stupid roof rails. I mean, come on, man. First of all, they're pretty low. I just wanna rip them off. I wanna rip them off and throw them as far as I can, because without those roof rails, it would just make the roof look even more spectacular. This indentation that they have gives it some nice strength from the side, and then you have that lower sill extension. Not only does it look good, but it's good for aero as well. Like I said, rear wheel drive, but it also sends power to the front. Out back, what are we looking at? Wheel and tires. So you're still gonna have 20-inch wheel, and you're still having 295. So it's 295 squared, all four corners. Those are like steamrollers at all four corners. Swinging around the back like the quarter window, just a 2-row, not a freaking 3-row, like the Durango comes in. And then out back, you got a stubby roof spoiler. I don't like the roof spoiler. I wish it would extend further back, make the third brake light smaller, and get rid of this thing. And another zonk is I don't like the carbon fiber wrap here in the center. Just looks out of place, but I do like the Jeep badge. And then of course, this is the badge everybody wants. Trackhawk, not Trailhawk, Trackhawk. Working it down to ground level, we got a cat back exhaust, quad tip staggered, gloss black. Wait until you hear this puppy roar, and you're able to tow with this thing. You'll be the first one down to put the boat in the water at the boat ramp with one of these, I promise you. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop that hood and see the heart of this hawk. All right guys, we got the hood popped. You do have a hood strut underneath the hood. There she is in all of her glory. That's a 6.2 liter Hellcat supercharged HEMI. We got 707 horsepower, it's not detuned, 645 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to a TorqueFlite 8-speed automatic transmission, 0 to 60 in a mind-numbing 3.2 seconds, quarter mile in 11.5 seconds at 120 miles an hour. MPGs, who gives a damn? Trust me, you don't want to know. All right, I'll tell you. 11 in the city, 17 on the highway. The Jeep Trackhawk weighs 5,448 pounds, has a top speed of over 880 miles an hour. But believe it or not, you could tow up to 7,700 pounds with this thing. So you can give it some work duty. Call this your work truck. But why don't we go ahead, enough with the chit chat, let me fire up this thing and let you hear what it sounds like. All right, guys, we're inside this Stormtrooper setup on a 2018. So this is the first year, 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I always wanted one of these. I missed out when they were brand new. How much is this one? Asking price for this one is $72,999. Let's see what you get if you're going Trackhawk. To the door panels, you're getting real deal carbon fiber, some silver trim, some Alcantara, and then some contrast stitching. This one has some modded kicker speakers in the sound system. Door pocket is decent, maybe one Whopper, a medium fry, and a Pepsi to wash it down. Now going from the door panel to the dash, more carbon fiber, slide on in, you got the 8.6-inch infotainment system. It's a Uconnect 4. Of course, you got your different modes. We could go into race options, launch control, shift lights, all those goodies, just like you get in a Hellcat. Nice to see all of that, including valet mode, so somebody doesn't take this and go crazy with this vehicle. Here's where you could just put everything into full track. So really allow you to just go track all the way across with all the settings. Backup camera, it's large, it's just very grainy, but this is 2018. This isn't 2025. I do like the trajectory lines. And then we're right back where we started. All analog knobs for your audio control, blower fan, dual climate control. I do like this silver trim. Open up the door, you got some felt lining in here, 2 USB-As, an aux jack at 12 volt, and enough room to put 2 Rolexes in there. This is gonna control your TorqueFlite 8-speed automatic. You got your 2 cup holders. Of course, we have, just to show you, the red key. It actually says Trackhawk on it. Nice remote start. You got your different modes, launch control, All those things easy to set up in here. And then soft material with the stitching. Open that up. You got enough room in there to easily where you could put, I would say, 6 bottles of your favorite vape juice. Kind of smells like strawberry vape in here. And then you have more felt lining. Here's where you could put your marbles so you don't lose your marbles. Because going on throttle in this thing, you're gonna lose your marbles. Probably gonna lose some other things too. Seats, the leather, the Trackhawk embroidery, the Alcantara, full electric assist for the passenger, full electric assist for the driver. We do have a power top here. Let's see if I could open it. Ah, there we go. Nice to have that power sunshade and allow you to open up the sunroof if you choose to do so. Alcantara all over the headliner and demonic red seat belts for an extra 5 horsepower. But why don't you come over here to the business end? I want to show you behind the wheel with Trackhawk written on it. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. You do have 2 memory seat settings. I like the supercharged aluminum sill plate, and you do have an aluminum brake pedal and throttle. I just wish, when are they going to give us an aluminum dead pedal, for Pete's sakes? You do have your seat controls, easy to get to, especially that lower lumbar. Seats are very comfortable, very supportive, lots of room in here, and then the wheel. The leather, 2 different types of leather. You even get leather on the horn button with the Jeep badge, Trackhawk, and then flat black on the switchgear. You do have paddles to go up and down that Torque Flight 8-speed automatic, and it is an electric tilting and telescoping wheel. My one zonk is this should be carbon fiber, this silver. Shouldn't be plastic in a vehicle like this. And then the gauges. You have that 8-inch digital gauge in the center. You can scroll through a cornucopia of different information. I mean, look at that air-fuel ratio, engine torque, intake, air temperature. I mean, it goes on and on. Then you have an analog speedometer, fuel gauge, and coolant gauge. Surprisingly, there's no head-up display in here. But why don't we go ahead, let's get in the back seat and see what the Grand Cherokee is bringing for your passengers in this Trackhawk. All right, guys, back seat time, and just like up front, you're getting the leather, you're getting the Alcantara material. On the backs of the seats, I don't like these cargo net pockets, so I am gonna zonk that. You put a knife in there, it's gonna rip right through it. You do have a command center though, your AC vents, USB-As, 2 stages of heated seats, and a home power source. Seats are comfy. I'm 6 feet tall. I'm not even close to the headliner. And you do have a nicely padded armrest, and everybody gets a red seatbelt. But why don't we go ahead, let's get in the cargo area, because I want to hurry up and take you for a fast spin in this Trackhawk. All right, guys, cargo area time. I always want to go here. It's down here. You push the button. You do have electric assist. What's great about the Grand Cherokee is just 2 rows, so you're going to get about 38 cubic feet of space with the back seat up. We got our subwoofer. You do have a 12-volt back here, and then you do have a little nook for a small package of Twinkies. Underneath the cargo floor, wow, a spare. I'm actually shocked. You do get a spare in here, so very impressed. You fold those seats down 60-40 split, that's going to give you over 60 cubic feet of space. But you know what? I don't care about space. What I care about is going through the space-time continuum. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's defy the laws of physics and go on throttle in this Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. All right, guys, we are inside this 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. Nice that we got a couple mods on this one, especially the exhaust. It sounds absolutely ridiculous. I have it in track mode. Like I showed you, we have the red key, so that unlocks all 707 horsepower. If you're ready, I'm ready. On throw, here we go! Wow, this is one of those vehicles that's not built every single year. They just made it from 2018 to 2022, 4 short years, then it died and it never came back. So it is a heartbreaker that they never did a follow-up to this thing, but nice that we were able to track one down. I mean, It has such a different personality than a Durango, especially on the inside. I actually like the inside of the Jeep Grand Cherokee, especially with the carbon fiber, the way everything is laid out in here, seeing the big bulge in that hood with the heat extractors. And then of course, you have things like launch control, just to make things interesting. It's one of those vehicles that if somebody doesn't know what it is, they're gonna get just totally shocked when they see this thing take off. And especially this particular one, hearing it. The sound itself is worth the price of admission. All-wheel drive, getting the power down to the ground. Nobody's behind us. We're gonna hit launch control. On throttle, here we go! Golly! When this thing shifts, it shifts with authority. It's like a freaking horse kicking me in my back. But man, does it feel good. What a beast. The fact that this is a Grand Cherokee, yet can travel at speeds over 180 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in less than 3.5 seconds, and you have all-wheel drive. I mean, it's just unbelievable. That Torque Flight 8-speed automatic takes the abuse of all that torque, almost 650 pound-feet of torque, and you get a nice clean dash. Yes, it's dated, I know, but this is a 2018, man. I know we're in model year 2025. This is a 2018, so you gotta treat it accordingly. I'm gonna go ahead and manually shift with the paddles. On throttle! It's a bullet. It is a freaking freight train. Hear those downshifts? The sound of this thing is just intoxicating. It really is. It's like your own amusement park ride. You got adaptive suspension. I hear some of that supercharger whine. What can I say? This thing is a beast. I hope you enjoyed this one. I enjoyed bringing it to you. We got to get back to Jacobs Mitsubishi or I'm going to get arrested. That's how simple it is. So I'll see you in a Jacobs Mitsubishi. All right, guys. Another great day here at Jacobs Mitsubishi. Got to definitely thank Richie, Ben, Kevin, Jay, Daniel, the whole team, getting us access. These are hard to find, these Jeep Trackhawks. Let me know what you think. Should Jeep bring it back? And is this a Jeep Grand Cherokee you want to own? Let me know in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, think you're being part of the Raise family, got to give it up to the Flood man. This was his first time ever in a Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, and he almost wet himself. So that's a good sign when it comes to a vehicle like this. Don't worry, Steven. We'll get you some towels, and just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.